Hey everyone, we're glad to have you here. Today we're heading into another journey. 10 stories. 10 moments that reveal a side of this country you rarely get to see. Make yourself comfortable and enjoy the video. France is not just Paris, wine, and the Eiffel Tower. It is a nation shaped by revolutions, obsessions, accidents, miracles, and quiet acts of courage. What you're about to hear is not a list of facts. These are 10 cinematic stories, each one a doorway into a different time. You will meet a king who ruled for 20 minutes, soldiers who invented a global food by accident, tourists who lost their minds from beauty, and bakers who changed breakfast forever. These stories are pieces of France the world rarely sees, fragments of history that survived by chance. Sit back. The first story begins now. Story 1. The King Who Reigned for 20 Minutes. It was a hot August day in the year 1830. The streets of Paris smelled of gunpowder and fear. The July Revolution had forced Charles X to abdicate. His son, Louis Antoine, tired, aging, and raised in the shadow of royal tragedy, stood in the grand hall of Rambouillet Castle. At 3:10 in the afternoon, a messenger delivered the papers. Charles X had signed away the throne. Louis Antoine was now King Louis XIX of France. He put on the royal sash. His wife cried quietly. For exactly 20 minutes, he was the most powerful man in the country. Outside, cannons rolled closer. Advisors begged him to fight. Louis Antoine looked out the window. Smoke rose over Paris. He remembered the year 1793. His aunt, Marie Antoinette, his father's execution, the fall of everything he knew. At 3:30 in the afternoon, he signed his own abdication and his son's. The shortest reign in history was over. The royal family fled into exile. Louis Antoine never returned to France. Today, historians still debate whether he should be considered a king. The Constitution suggests yes. 20 minutes count. And in Rambouillet Castle, the desk where he signed still stands a silent witness to the briefest monarchy the world has ever seen. Story 2. French fries were born in war. In the winter of 1680, the Meuse River froze solid. Villagers in Namur, desperate for food, cut potatoes into fish shapes and fried them in oil, a dish born out of hunger. A century later, during wartime, French soldiers encountered the fried potatoes and fell in love. They called them pommes de terre frites. By the French Revolution, street vendors sold fries across Paris. One, Monsieur Frites, became a legend shouting, "Frites, chauds," by the Pont Neuf. Thomas Jefferson brought them to America in 1802. Belgium insists they are Belgian. France insists otherwise. UNESCO was asked to settle the debate. Today, the average French person eats 30 kilograms of fries a year. In Belgium, 75 kilograms. The best version? Double fried. Beef tallow. Golden edges. A street in Namur now bears a plaque. Here, hunger gave birth to a global obsession. Story 3. Croissants. The Austrian spy in French breakfast. In 1683, Vienna survived an Ottoman siege thanks to a baker who heard digging underground. To celebrate victory, bakers created a pastry shaped like the crescent moon, the Kipferl. Marie Antoinette brought it to France in 1770. It took nearly a century for French bakers to perfect it. The breakthrough came in 1838, when Austrian officer August Zang opened a bakery in Paris and introduced laminated dough, thin layers of butter folded again and again. The croissant was born. Within decades, every cafe served them. Wars came, names changed, but the croissant survived everything. Today, artisanal croissants take 3 days to make and contain 82% butter. In 2025, a baker in Lyon created a 1-meter croissant for a festival. It fed 50 people. Story 4. The 1910 Kiss Ban. In 1910, French trains were always late because couples refused to stop kissing goodbye. One Sunday at Gare de Lyon, Pierre and Jean kissed for 15 minutes. The train departed 12 minutes behind schedule. Again, the railway company banned kissing on platforms. Signs appeared. Embrace discreetly. In 1912, a conductor fined a couple for a 10-minute kiss. The man handed him a 100-franc note. Keep the change. Love is worth it. During the First World War, soldiers kissed their wives openly. No one enforced the law again. In 2022, a couple recreated the 1912 kiss for TikTok, 3 million views. The station manager said, "Let them kiss. Trains can wait." Story 5. Paris Syndrome when dreams collapse. In 1986, a Japanese tourist named Hiroko arrived in Paris after saving money for 10 years. She expected a cinematic paradise. Instead, she faced rudeness, noise, pollution reality. By day 3, she hallucinated that the Eiffel Tower was melting. Doctors named it Paris Syndrome, a psychological shock caused by the collapse of fantasy. The Japanese embassy runs a 24-hour hotline for affected tourists. Cases peaked at 63 in 2004. Paris Syndrome reveals the danger of dreams built too perfectly. Reality always wins. Story 6. The Eiffel Tower. From hate to icon. When Gustave Eiffel completed his tower in 1889, Paris despised it. 300 artists signed a petition calling it a gigantic black smokestack. The permit allowed it to stand for only 20 years. Eiffel fought to save it. He installed a weather station, then a radio antenna. In 1914, the tower intercepted German messages saving lives. During the Second World War, Hitler ordered it destroyed. General von Choltitz refused. "I will not kill the soul of Paris." Today, the tower is the most visited paid monument in the world. In summer, it grows 15 centimeters from heat. And Guy de Maupassant ate lunch in its restaurant every day. It's the only place in Paris where I don't have to see it. The Louvre Fortress, Palace, Museum. In 1190, the Louvre began as a fortress guarding Paris from Vikings. In the 1500s, it became a royal palace. During the Revolution, it became a museum. In the Second World War, curators smuggled thousands of artworks across France. The Venus de Milo traveled disguised in a Red Cross ambulance. In 1989, the glass pyramid divided critics. Today, it is iconic. The Louvre now holds 380,000 objects and receives 10 million visitors yearly. 20,000 people visit the Mona Lisa every day. In 2024, a man tried to kiss the painting. Security tackled him. The glass did not break. Story 8. The French Foreign Legion, a new life in blood. Founded in 1831, the Foreign Legion allowed anyone to join, no questions asked. Recruits surrender their names, they receive new identities. Training is brutal. 4 months, 4 hours of sleep, 40-kilometer marches. The Legion has fought on nearly every continent. Its motto, Legio Patria Nostra. The Legion is our homeland. Many join to escape their past, some to rebuild a future. In 2024, a young Ukrainian who lost his family said, "I lost one home. The Legion gave me another." The guillotine, mercy or horror. Dr. Joseph Ignacy Guillotin wanted to make death humane. Botched executions horrified him. He proposed a device that killed instantly. The guillotine became a symbol of the revolution and then of terror. During the Reign of Terror, more than 16,000 people were executed, Marie Antoinette among them. The last execution by guillotine was in 1977. France abolished the death penalty in 1981. The machine now sits in a police museum. Its plaque reads, "Invented for mercy, used for terror." The Statue of Liberty, France's gift to America. Born from a dinner conversation in 1865, the Statue of Liberty was designed in France, built by Bartholdi, engineered by Eiffel, and funded by thousands of small donations. It arrived in New York in 214 crates. Took 4 months to assemble. On July 4, 1886, 1 million people watched it rise. It has survived war, darkness, and time, becoming the ultimate symbol of friendship between nations. 10 stories. One country. France is not a postcard. It is a living, breathing drama of invention, beauty, tragedy, and stubborn hope. And before we close this chapter, a small note from us. Our team lives for stories like these hidden moments, forgotten details, strange coincidences that reveal the soul of a place. We spend days digging through archives, chasing whispers of history, just to share them with you. Because, in the end, this project isn't about views, it's about connection, about curiosity, about people who still believe that the world is full of secrets worth discovering. If this journey through France touched you even a little, give the video a like and leave a comment. Tell us which country you want us to uncover next. Your suggestions truly shape the future of this channel, and they help our work reach more curious minds. The next story is already on the way. Stay with us. The world is far stranger, deeper, and more beautiful than it seems.